Hello, America. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Sarah Wellstead, and welcome to my 2020 campaign platform for the presidential election. Yes, I've been absent for a while, part of that being summer. I wanted to spend as much of my summer as I could with my kids, especially considering it's, in theory, my daughter's last one home. She's a senior this year, so after this year, life kind of kicks in for her, so we're trying to help prepare her for that. Anyways, so my kids are not back in school yet. They've got another week to go, but for some reason I was up this morning and I felt productive, and so here I am. Anyways, I know that I've mentioned this before, how I plan on making some changes in our House, our Senate, and Congress. It's filled with criminals one way or another, whether they're accepting bribes due to campaign funds. I'm sorry, I hate that term. That's one of the reasons why I refuse, aside the fact that I'm only allowed a certain amount to do any type of campaign funding, because it takes away from the job. It really does, because you're making promises to investors, essentially saying, if you give me money, I'll do this for you, and da-da-da-da-da. Whereas, you're not accepting that money, then you can't make those promises. So, anybody that has accepted campaign funds is essentially guilty of bribery. And I'm seeing these representatives, and I'm not going to give names, but I'm seeing these different posts and things that we currently have, members that are, I'm trying to think of how to phrase this, that are sorry. They're trying to impose, and I know I'm going to mispronounce this, Shahara law, and they are basically encouraging terrorism, and I'm sorry, wait a minute, you're a representative of the United States. Granted, we're a free country, especially based on religion, and nothing against, somebody who's Muslim, but if you're practicing a religion that requires the genocide of millions of people, then that's not the basis of this country, and that should not be allowed within our representatives. So, anybody who is not defending the U.S. Constitution because their religion is against it should not be in office. They should not be holding an office. I'm sorry. But I'm not sorry. Don't give a shit. You should not be in office if you cannot honestly defend the Constitution. I know we have some representatives that have been sworn in by, I can't think of the book, but it has not been the U.S. or the Holy Bible. I understand that, that there's a reason. Yes, our country based on freedom of religion, but we are also a Christian-based country. And I do believe, even though I'm not religious and I'm spiritual, I still believe that the Bible has a purpose in our life. And I think removing that, there's the problem with that. Hold that thought. Okay, sorry about that. And it dawned on me the name of the book, the Quran, because that's their religious book. And again, I understand the concept of having a religious impact in your life, but if this religion absolutely contradicts with the basis that our country is founded on, then I'm sorry, you cannot represent our country. It's one of those things. You've got to make a decision there, and I'm not saying that your religion is the issue, but anyways, so yes, people are wondering how that's going to happen, and that's simple. You get them out, because bribery is one way to have somebody from the House or the Senate impeached, and what's the word I'm looking for? Not terrorism, but basically it's espionage. It's treason. Thank you. Oh my God, I am such a blonde this morning. Treason. So there you go. And then the president, hopefully me at that point, has the power to elect members until the end of that term. So, or not elect, but appoint. So therefore, all the criminals are out, and basically how I would go about appointing these people would, just like me, I don't want politicians. I want people who want the betterment of society and, want to help those around him or her, whatever the case may be. We need more people who want good in this world instead of all these evil and negative things. And like I said, I've said before, I understand it's part of our life. We cannot have the bad without the good, or the good without the bad. But we've just become so engrossed in negative that anything positive, anything good is being diminished to the point where all we focus on is negative. In my own personal life, it took its toll on me, and of course kicked my depression in, so I changed my outlook, and everything I look at is positive, even my own depression. When I'm having a bad day, what lesson do I need to learn? What change do I need to make? Tom McDonald has a song out there called American Dreams that I love, and I wish I had it for my campaign. But it's simply because of one line, and that is, yesterday will be the same as tomorrow. Yesterday will be the same shit as tomorrow if we don't wake up today. And thousands of artists, have said these things. It's the little person that's going to make the change, and that's why I'm stepping up and doing this. The anxiety this causes me is insane. I usually have to pump myself up to do a video, even though it's not even a live one, because I'm fighting my depression, because my passion wants to do this, but the depression and that anxiety pushes me back. So it is a constant battle, and that's another reason why it's hard for me to get these videos up and whatnot. Because in the moment, talking to somebody, I can have a full-out conversation if I'm in the moment, but forcing myself to sit down and do these videos, it's a little tedious and a little hard for me to do, but I'm trying. Again, so there you have it. That's how we get rid of everybody. We literally impeach them on the basis of bribery and treason, which are 2 reasons they can go, and then you appoint them with people that actually want to do good, and hopefully they will do enough good in the time constraints left that they are elected again, or hopefully it inspires more people who want to see us succeed as a country, as a society, as a planet. It starts here in our own backyard, but we have so much to offer the world and so much to learn from the world, but we need to fix ourselves first. So yeah, that's all for today. As school starts next week, I will probably be getting more videos in more frequently. We'll kind of see how that goes. So again, keep sharing, keep supporting me. I know I've got a long haul ahead of me. Next year is going to be even rougher than this year was, but we will get there. Thank you all for your support.